Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty!
Hey YouTube, sorry for the confusion and all of this, but my Windows laptop completely laid down on me. Well, it won't run StreamYard or anything, so kind of piecing it back together. Let me know in the comments if there's anybody watching, if you can hear me. Will check on my phone. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we was having a problem with my went to flash my new Tiny Trainer V2 build to flash it to Betaflight 4.0 or 4.4. Yeah, I think that's what it is. And it, every time you plug it into the USB, it goes to bootloader mode. So we went into Zadig, Casey and I don't know anything about Zadig, but we loaded every driver that thank you, AA. Loaded every driver that Zadig had, and it just seemed to make everything worse. So yeah, it's been one of those weeks for me. I don't know if you guys have ever, I know y'all had to experience them. Still, we have water, but from the water main break, $750 later, the pipe and everything, and still have very, very weak water pressure. So yeah, it's just how things go sometimes. I don't have a camera for you, Casey, so I can't pull you up. You get your camera going, and maybe he's having technical difficulties also. Hopefully he didn't load Zadig on his. Also, we're in trouble. Yeah, he's having computer problems again. All right, so yeah, and I just got a message from somebody that I was supposed to start at 8. Yeah, and I was asking that question. I didn't realize I put the start time at 8 o'clock. Let me see what YouTube. It's just crazy. One of those crazy days, and hopefully it'll get better. If not, we'll persevere. We'll keep on going. We'll get through it. And yeah, it's showing me it's live. There we go. All right. Okay. Well, I don't have a lot for the mailbag. I think I'll wait. Give Casey a little time to get in and come on. If you're watching, have you ever heard of that? Whenever you plug in, well, first we were flashing this to Betaflight 4.4, and somehow halfway through the erase process, it stopped. I don't know if I bumped the cable or what. I do have my old faithful cable that I always use this for years. It's starting to get where if you move it a bunch, it can disconnect, but nothing like that. But it it stopped halfway through the erase. Luckily, I had a dump. I was bringing it from 3.2.9 or 3.29 or whatever that is, to 4.4. Halfway through the flash, it just stops and it just hangs up. And of course, it's bricked at that time. Can't get into DFU mode on my Mac or on the laptop. And I was actually on the phone with Casey, and we went through the Impulse RC driver fixers, and then loaded every one of the drivers for Zadig. And there he is. There he is. I don't know if y'all can hear him, but I can't. I don't know.
There, is that better?
Yep. I can hear
Okay.
you.
Sweet. I was having some serious technical difficulties. I had to restart twice. It's because I've been playing with OBS and changing my cameras, and yeah, I knew something. I just had that feeling. Hey, everybody. Hey, Marty.
How's it going, Casey?
Good. How are you doing?
Hopefully
See, you
your
made
day
it.
is better than mine. Yeah. So
Maybe.
we've still not got the water thing right, but you know what? Hey, we got water, so that's a
You've got water.
so that's a plus. Yep. So
Do
let
you
me
hear that?
know something. What's that?
Do you hear that background noise?
What background noise?
You don't hear yourself? You don't hear yourself talking?
I don't have any headphones on. I'm having to run through my MacBook because my laptop will not run.
Okay. Well, you see what's happening? I'm talking to you through this, but my sound's coming out. What in the world? Oh, well, I'll fix it. I mean, if it's bothering y'all, I can fix it. Let's see. But anyways.
It sounded good on their end. I can try to hook my headphones.
Cool. Thank you. Thank you, Double A.
Yeah, he said that at 7:02 though. That's been a while. Let's see if it still sounds good. I'm gonna plug my. Tell me if you lose me here.
Okay.
Did you lose my audio?
No.
You still got me?
Still got you. Double A said sounds good here. Let's see here. I'm gonna switch over anyways, just because.
Yeah, I don't think it's gonna let me switch to my headphones.
Oh yeah, you're on the Mac. I was about to say go to Sound Mixer and it'll let you switch right there.
No, I'm on my iPad Pro.
Yeah, I need to study a little bit more about that so I can help troubleshoot when needed.
I might be able to. Let me see. I don't know if this will work, but we can see if it will work. I don't know. You still got my sound?
Still got you.
What's happening with the water? Oh, well, the water main got broke, and we're on a well, and they repaired the water line. They repaired the water line, and in the process of breaking it a couple times and different, it was very soupy and muddy. And can you hear me fine now?
Hear you great.
Okay. And so it was real soupy and muddy, and they were putting the pipe together and everything. They got it all together, and we had one of those cylindrical filters that where all the water comes in the house, and it's got the filter that because we're on well water, and it as soon as they turned it on, about this much in the bottom of that cylinder filled up with gravel and sand and mud. Well, not the mud. The mud was just kind of washed out in the water, but gravel and sand. And ever since then, when you turn the water on, you have normal pressure for about 3 seconds, and it goes down.
Yep.
And so we replaced more water line. Then we went the other day and bought all new pressure tank and all of that fittings and stuff. That was $400 worth of stuff, and thinking that the pressure tank was old and did have a lot of sediment in the bottom of it. I know this is not drone stuff, but
we were asked this question.
Yeah. And So we replaced the pressure tank and the pressure of everything going into the house, and still had the problem. So it was like, is there? Then we got to thinking there might have be a split in the water line. Like if you get a straw that's got just a split in it, and how you try to suck through it, you'll get air. That's what we were thinking was maybe the problem, and so we cut the pipe before the pressure tank and put a pipe on the pipe coming out of the ground and run it outside and turn the pump on, and it pumped hard and fine because it's a 1-inch line. It pumped hard and fine and good and strong. And so we thought, well, it's not that. So we hook it back up, put a shut off on it, hook it back up, and got a different pressure switch, thinking maybe that one wasn't enough or something. It's just been something every day since last Thursday.
One thing after the next.
Yes. Yep. And
it's like you cut this to fix this inch, and this inch messes up. You cut this inch, and that inch messes up. Because
what we think now is, because this is a modular home, we brought in pieces, was that what we think now is when we removed that filter system, there was a rock in there as big as the end of my thumb up in the top of the filter, and it was starting to leak. So we think that somewhere, the water line goes up into the flooring, and then there's plastic and insulation between the floor and the crawl space, and all of the PEX runs to that. Now, where it comes up in the house to all the showers and stuff, we have access points that we can unscrew them and get to them. And we took the little caps off of the faucets on the sink in my bathroom and in the kitchen, and
what are you
they were
the
little flow cap that's right underneath it. Took that off, and it was full of gravel on both of them. Yeah, and they got a little bit better, but still not. What we think is somewhere in the line in the house is a rock or some kind of blockage, because when you first turn it on, it's like normal pressure. You can feel what the water pressure was normally like, and then as soon as the pressure bleeds off, it goes down. If you turn one sink on and you turn the shower on, the bathtub will leak out about the size of my pinky.
Oh,
where it was just big before. So
like equalized pressure across the house, and now it's
right. Yep. It's just like it suddenly loses pressure. But the tank, usually when that happens, when the tank's broken, your pump will continuously run trying to keep the pressure up, but it doesn't. So we don't know.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was like, it compensates for the pressure loss on it, and especially if you replaced it.
So the next step is to replace all of the water lines under the house and all of the fixtures, such as the faucets and the showers and stuff. But luckily for me, not luckily, but favor,
blessed.
Yeah, my brother lives next door to me. He is a master electrician and a master plumber. So now he doesn't do that work anymore, but he's been over here every day that he's not been at work. He's been over every day working on it, and
that's good.
So it's before the filter. Yeah, the filter's gone now. The thinking that because we had to, when that rock got up in there, it messed the filter up, so we couldn't run the filter because the filter would leak. So we turned the filter on bypass, thinking, well, maybe the bypass is messed up. So we cut the filter out. There's not even no filter right now. It's just a 3/4 inch shark bite PEX to shark bite PEX, and we even used the semi-transparent, so you can put a light behind it everywhere that we can see it. You put like a little flashlight, little pin light or something, and you can see if there was a rock blocking it, you would see, and it just shines. You can see the light right through it. So
yeah, is that better, you guys?
Yeah, your voice is hot on my end, but it's okay. It might be just how I got you set.
I think we're feeding back
Casey, you're feeding back.
Echo. Yeah, every time I say something, it repeats.
Yeah, you're coming through good on my end.
Am I?
But yeah, if it's on the stream, do you have your external speakers on still?
I turned them off. I didn't do that on purpose.
Let's see. Audio. I've got noise cancellation turned off. Are y'all picking up the fan that's blowing in my face? I'm like really hot. So I'm wondering if y'all are hearing the fan at all. That's probably a little bit. It ain't bad. If it's annoying, let us know. The mailbag. I guess I'll do that. I was going to wait for you. So I can go ahead. It's not a lot in mailbag, but we'll do mailbag.
Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. Mail time. The mail's here. Here's the mail that never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail. Mail!
It makes me smile to think my friends will say, I wonder what's in the mail today. What's in the mail today? What's in the mail today? I wonder.
Mail call! Copper bottom. This one's from your mom.
Oh, is there anything for me?
Oh, I got something for you. That's from my sister.
I recognize the handwriting.
What's in the mail today? What's in the mail today? Woo!
All right. They say you're picking up on two microphones, Casey. Go ahead.
Oh, I turned it down. I thought. I got an idea. They're right.
Yeah, it seems pretty hot. What the main thing that I got in the mail today, and I don't need to show. I've admitted before to everybody on the stream that that I have a problem. I got a case that I can't help it. I was intrigued about the 45 millimeter props, the Gym Fan 45 millimeter. So I got two of every kind that Race Day Quad had at 2 sets, which each bag has 2 sets in it. So I want to try them out. My plan. I got tri-blades. I'm used to work on my laptop. The camera is up at the top of the screen, like right up in here, and on my iPad it's to the side. My iPad Pro, so that's got to adjust to that. But yeah, I've got the. They look kind of like Azure props a little bit. If I don't know if you can see those good. Let me get one out of the package. They look like they don't look like Gym Fan props that much. They look more like an Azure prop, and that's a 45 millimeter. It's a little bit bigger. My first, which if I can get some time to test, this is what I'm thinking. And I might pull one off and see if it will hear on the stream. There we go. This is my HDzero sub 250 build. This is the one I smacked into that cross, and it went. It flew like it had brain damage for
me
for the rest of the day. Ooh,
I remember the thorns for a while.
Yeah. Hang on, let me add you to the stream. But you're pretty loud.
Let me fix this.
Did the same thing last year or not?
I know how to fix this.
Yeah. Is it me, guys, or is it? I'm on a different system, so don't.
Mine's set wrong.
I'm fortunate just to be streaming tonight. So I'm going to take a 45 millimeter bi-blade, or I think it's gonna be too big. We'll see. We'll see if it's going to fit on the sub 250.
There. Nope.
Let me show you the difference between, you wouldn't think that they're much, but the difference between a 45 and a, well, let me hold them end to end, probably the better way. Or set them hub to hub.
Hello. I just want pop nuts.
There you go.
What?
It may, you just may be loud on my end.
Are those 30?
Source Casey. That was 45 props and 40 millimeters. 40 millimeter on top and 45 millimeters on the bottom. I'm thinking the 45 is going to be too big on this sub 250. But I'll find out here in just a second. Yep. Yeah, they are. Yeah. Yep, so they're too big for that. So, but that may just spur me on to build the skirt sooner. Double A said do the same thing when he ordered props last year. Yeah, I don't even know that I've got anything. What it was my birthday yesterday. I turned 49, and Race Day Quads sends you this thing, or sent me this thing 3 or 4 days ago. I think it's 15% off for my birthday or whatever to order. So I ordered all of these props, and I don't even really know if I've got anything that they will work on. Let's see. They might see if they'll work on this. Oh, look here. I found there may be something that they may work on. This is the Flywoo.
I've still got to get
baby
some
nano. Are you going to build your skirts with 45 millimeter props?
As big as I can get.
Race Day Quads. Well, they had some before somebody ordered 20 packs of them.
By the way, everyone, I'm putting out some videos on my channel. Check them out.
Yeah,
later.
yeah. Go by and give Casey some love, and also if you're, whoa, what just happened?
Whoa!
Did you lose me
For a minute?
Okay, well that's good to know that when it does that. So that's gross. That's gross.
That. I didn't even think about the camera. Tell me
Don't ever do that again. That's scary. Freaked me out, man. So yeah, if you would, it helps the channel if you hit that thumbs up, like and subscribe and all of that. I don't know. I think you're maybe muted again, Casey.
It's live for the world to hear or see.
Yeah. Well, now back to the program to see if the continue to like, comment, and subscribe. Just continue.
By the way, if y'all didn't notice, we're having technical difficulties.
I talked to Casey, and I had plans to go back on my laptop and restore it to a. Now, see, this one will spin the 45s, the Baby Nano.
Yes.
So I'll probably switch. Which this thing don't fly good at all anyway. Maybe that'll make it fly better. And it may be, and it may be that I just haven't given this one a fair shake.
I'll be right back, everybody.
Okay, because it was analog, and so I'm not gonna say that. Does it have 45 millimeter props on it? No. I'm not going to say that I gave it a fair shake because I am partial to HD footage. I won't say that I'm necessarily partial to HDzero. It's difficult. I notice the difference in analog and HDzero, and I also notice the difference in latency. So let me put this away. I see that we got some questions here. I'll get to those. My shirt today is I'm actually wearing this right here. Low flying aircraft is the t-shirt I'm wearing today. So why does it do that? That's, I don't know. Happy birthday, Marty. Mine's on Monday. Well, happy birthday, Off Grid. Will you be 49 also? I plan on staying 49 for a few years. This is legitimately my first 49th birthday. Double A, what about the tiny trainer? Do they fit on that? The 45 millimeter? Is that what you're asking? I think your computer mic is on as well as your headphone. Double A says he thinks that your computer mic is on as well as your headphone.
I restarted my computer.
He says he thinks that your computer mic is on. Look, read the comment.
I don't have, this is the only mic that's plugged up, period.
Yeah, okay, well, maybe turn that one down a little bit if you can. What size are they on the tiny trainer? The tiny trainer spins 3-inch props.
And hey, Marty, undo your... No, don't, because yours might mess up then. It wasn't doing it, and then when you plugged yours up, mine started. So maybe they're just interfering.
It's turned all external sound off on mine. I don't have any. I don't have any external sound. Say something.
Hello.
Yeah, there's no external sound.
Hello.
It's a possibility that it's echoing through my head this week.
No, I mean when you plugged up your headphones.
Yeah. Well, there's no external sound, so it can only be picking up from my microphone. I can't hear you. Yeah, these are 3-inch props. These are actually the tiny Turner. No, that's the motors. They're actually 533 heads-up props. Yeah, these here. Right there. 331. The heads-up HQ props. That's what I run on the tiny trainer. And this one was the one that caused us so much fits. After we got it loaded back with Zadig, anytime we would go into, it seemed like it was, I'd get about halfway through setting it up and I'd go into the motors tab. And whenever I do it, go right back, jump into DFU mode. And so,
I'm having that.
And it kept doing that.
Can you hear me?
Not good.
No.
Not good.
Well, don't worry about me.
Yeah, you sound like you're in a barrel to me, but if it sounds good to everybody else. But anyway, no, it doesn't sound good to me. I don't know if it sounds good to anybody else. But anyway, what I was with this, it's a tight build, still in the new V2. But that was, and we thought that it was probably something to do with the hardware, maybe and the tiny trainer. But the minute that I flashed it back to 3.2.9 and put the dump back on it that was on it before we brought it to 4.4, everything Yeah, we tried reflashing it like 3 times.
We had it was the computer, I believe, the drivers in the computer. When you
Yeah.
switch computers, it worked.
Yeah. Before when we were still on 4.4, when I plugged it into my Mac, even one of my tiny whoops, it immediately went into DFU mode, even on my Mac. So it was something with Betaflight and Windows, or no, it didn't do that on my tiny trainer, did it? On my tiny whoop, just on the tiny trainer.
Right.
Just on this one, yeah. Yeah.
And, I think that we need to fix. Yeah, we need to fix your Windows.
Yeah. Yeah, we talked about just restoring it back to the restore before we did anything, but I didn't. I didn't have time today. I didn't have.
Get it to Windows 11.
I'm afraid. I'm afraid right now.
It'll let your computer. Well, see, listen. It'll let your computer express its speed and capabilities more than Windows 10 can give it. Windows 10 is like a beta version of Windows 11. Windows 11 just has so much at your fingertips. And
after
all the bugs that were in 10 have been worked out.
I'll have to do something with my laptop because it's not working right. I can't play.
Because you should be able to play all sorts of games on it.
Your voice is lagging big time behind. Snap. Yeah, you're about 3 seconds behind. Try a reboot.
It's very awkward. Another reboot. What if it's our... Wait, what network am I connected to? I've got about 5 here.
Well, I'll let you work on it. Give me a thumbs up when you're good. All right. So, yeah, we reflashed it like 3 or 4 times. So I guess we're gonna try to reflash the laptop back to a date that was the backup before it messed up, and then remove Betaflight and reinstall Betaflight. And see, I'm a Mac guy normally, and Betaflight configurator 10.9 has an issue on the MacBook Pro, the older High Sierra or whatever. I have one that's my MacBook Pro's 4 or 5 years old, maybe longer than that. And it won't run. Betaflight 10.9. And there's stuff online about it. You've got to take the 10.8 and take the image or something like that and switch it with 10.9 and then trick Mac into thinking that it's 10.8. It's a bunch of stuff, and I'm just like, I ain't got time for that. Ain't nobody got time for that. And so yeah, that's where we're at. And so hopefully on that, I do got the comparison here. This is the V1 tiny trainer with HDzero on it. Now it's running the Zing motors. This doesn't have the tiny Turner motors on it. But I'm in the process of building 2 more tiny trainers. This is going to be another V1 with the heads up motors on it. I don't know if you can see those. This is the Fly 533 tiny Turners. This one's going to be an analog, and I've got another V2 that I may build. I don't know if I want to build out through 4 or just have 3, because I've got 2 HDzero and an analog. And some of you may be wondering, why are you building a V2? Well, I got this board from Fly 533 about a year ago. This is the one that is all wired up so that you can plug your VTX straight to it, plug your camera straight into it for analog. But the biggest thing with this one, I don't know, you can see it in there. It's the USB comes out the bottom, and on tiny trainers in general, the biggest problem is getting to your USB plug. That's one side, and here's the other. So to get to this, to do any work on it during a race, I gotta cut these, all 4 of these zip ties, take the canopy completely off just to plug in to the USB. The new one, if you look at it, you can't get to your USB either. The USB is like right back here. But if you loosen this screw on both sides, this whole canopy, let me see if I can. Resetting my whole setup here. I've got my gear behind me. Let's do it here. Here we go. I'll use my to-go kit. You loosen those 2 screws, and it hinges up like a car hood, so you can get to it. It's hopefully going to make field work on the tiny trainer much easier than it was. I mean, any repairs, anytime I would do a tiny trainer race and run into repairs, there we go. I loosen those screws, and this whole canopy will hinge up just like a car hood, and it gives you access to everything. And you can see where it is. Where's it at? Yeah, there it is. It's back here. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, right there. Come on, buddy. Right there. Now there's USB. I can just take and pop this over, pop this arm over. It's easier to get to. It's still on anything. Not anything, but this is still cram-packed with the HDzero. It is still a very tight build. There's not a whole lot of room for it, even on the V2. It is more room, granted, and it is more accessible, but it's the jury's still out for me. I'm a big Fly 533 fan, and yeah, I'm not knocking it in the least bit. Just about everything they put out, I've really liked, but bread ties. Hang on, let me put this up. I'm reading the chat while I'm screwing this canopy back down. Okay, let me look. I'm trying to keep an eye on the green room for when Casey comes back to life. If he does. Did you try reflashing it? I'm so sorry, I had one die on me last fall. I still need to replace it. You talking about your the flight controller on a tiny trainer? I know I'm behind. I'm gonna try to catch up. I know was all over the place before, getting it tuned out right nice. Now see, one of the things that I was wondering on this one, when I went to flash it in 4.4, I picked the community. It was a community accepted. It wasn't experimental by, I forget the name of the there's a tiny trainer preset tune, and I picked that. And that's the only thing that was different. was presets. I used the presets for HDzero and Express LRS and the Tiny Trainer presets, and I'm wondering if possibly if there was something in that so we didn't lose audio, did we? Oh no, he lost his laptop. Yeah. Well, hopefully my laptop's not gone. It was when it started messing up. Casey was telling me all the Zadig stuff because I'm a Mac guy. I've never had to use it. I'm like, I don't know, and he's like, trust me, it's gonna be good. And I don't know, something happened somewhere. Got to the point I was using bread ties instead. Okay, yeah, taking it off to get it tuned. See, I took this one apart and tried really, really hard to find a spot in it to put the Speedy Bee Bluetooth. It just wasn't enough room. I couldn't get the canopy to. If I tried to cinch the canopy down, it would start pushing stuff together, and that was what has happened to my mouse. I plugged this up so I'd have my mouse. I can use this. It says, me too, the Turners are family. 533 is tearing up. Yes, they are. Yes, they are. Are you guys literally related, or are you saying they're like family? I've raced with Evan twice, I think it was. Once was at Alex Campbell's house, and we were flying, and he asked me if I needed any 533 props, 5-inch props, and I was like, yeah, I'll take some. And he literally hands me a bag like this big, full of props. Multi-GP family, yeah, and really, really nice guys. Just really, really, really great guys. And I like, support them. They're Tennessee guys. I know that this doesn't meet spec with these zings on it. Oh! I'm glad I showed y'all the motors, because that reminds me. I want to get the communities, those of you watching, you can put it now live in here, or you can put it in the chat, in the comments later. I'm wanting to build. This is what I've got another frame of this, and of course backups and spares. But I think that I want to build a 4S. These motors will run 4S. The little canopies, I know it won't be spec. I mean, I've got 3. If all I need to do is change the motors on these, and really I'm not that good enough that I'm going to make it into finals or anything. So, I know that, even in the bottom, they'd let you go as long as you didn't, get up there close to win. But I'm thinking about putting 4S and not on the Tiny Turner motors. Let's see my brain. I'm basically wanting to build a Tiny Trainer version of this. I've got these. I don't know if you can see them. These beta FPV motors on them. This is my primary racer. This is what I race. I race at 4S, and it's got. Let me see what the KVs are. They're 3,800, 1404, 3,800 KVs, where the Tiny Turners are 4,500. So I race these, and I've got a bunch of them. I see you. I don't know if I can hear you, but I see you.
Hello? Please tell me it's working right now. Oh,
I
I
can
dropped my
I can hear you.
drink. I
I can
spilled
hear
my
you.
drink. I ripped my cords out. I did all sorts of junk,
I
but
can
I'm
hear
back.
you. You're coming through my speakers, but I can hear you. So you seem locked up.
Good.
But, all right.
Yeah.
Everything's good.
It's still loading up. Yeah, I didn't even give my computer time to load up. I was like, click, 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 get on.
So
Sorry.
what I was talking about was I'm wanting to build basically a tiny trainer version of this. It's 3-inch also, but I'll be able to run 4S. The V2 frame. I don't know if you guys can see this good. The V2 frame, the 3D printed battery pocket. It's similar but different in the fact that, let's see right here. See if you can see. It hooks on a piece of, well, let me see.
TPU?
Right in there. It's TPU that's like a little arrowhead. So
Yeah,
you could
that's
take
neat.
and put a battery, I mean, put a rubber band on it, and rubber band on a 4S 500, 600, 400 something milliamp, and that's about what I race this. I race like a 650 4S on it. So I'm thinking about with my other extra tiny trainer frame, just because, you
I
know,
want all your old frames. Just all your old frames. I want them all. That way I can build them. See, all your old stuff will become my new stuff. My new old stuff.
and well, the one I'm going to build that on will be a V2.
Oh yeah.
I haven't built it yet.
Sorry, everybody.
I just looked up and I was like, "What in the world is that on the
Again?
Casey's shirt?" So yeah, let me know if you guys would be interested in seeing a 4S 3800 1404 kV motor, 25 amp AIO. I don't know if I'll build it analog or I'll probably build it HDzero. Probably.
It spoils you. I can't wait to get one on a big
And
quad myself. I'm with you.
I'm undecided. I was going to put my 90 frames per second camera on this. This was fine. This test hovered. The board came with the 4.2.9 on it. So when I just built it, got it all done, did my test hover, got it all set up, and basically threw the tune from my old ones on it. And I all I did was test hover it. And then Casey and I tried to take it to 4.4, and that's when well, the first thing the first thing that we did is
it would have worked. It's going to work.
We used this. This is the FR Sky HDzero flash dongle.
Yes.
Uh,
when they say that's an easier way,
I think
just another way.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
I think if we're don't be sorry. I think if I'm going to be flashing a bunch, which I do, I'm literally looking just in this area right here. I'm looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 HDzero quads, that 3-inch quads. Well, one's 2.5. That is not flashed to the latest version of HDzero. And maybe this will make it easier
if they're all the same.
But I don't know. What happened is, if y'all remember, I'll explain to you the process, because some people, I know that, and by the way, thank you to those of you that are sending me buy coffee and that kind of stuff. I know that money's tight for a lot of people, but I appreciate that. I know there's people that are watching and following my Zorro,
Thank
not
you.
my Zorro, but my
Thank you,
boxer,
Double A.
my boxer flash. Yeah, Alex is a hoot. I'll tell you something about that in a second. I'm getting a lot of hits and a lot of questions on my video that I did live of bringing my tiny whoop, the HDzero tiny whoop, flashing it to 4.4 and getting the boxer to the newest version of, which by the way, I'm having some issues with RadioMaster getting the replacement boards. Because I have the one in my Zorro that I bought specifically to be able to plug an XT30 into it, because the Zorro as it is, the battery runs down quick on it as it is, and you add.
Doesn't it just got the 18650s in it too?
No, it's not 18650s. They're smaller than 18650s.
Oh no.
They are. Yeah,
that can't last but maybe a couple of flights.
No, it lasts more than that. Like
really?
3, I think like 2-3 hours.
Oh, well, yeah.
But here they are.
I forget it doesn't have a gigantic screen on it.
It is an 18350.
Oh.
And I have an extra set of them, but I have the Ranger on the back of this one. Well, as you see, I'm not flying it because I'm not going to get it all set up just to turn around and replace the board and then do all that. But my plans is to get to where the Boxer and the RadioMaster are both flashed and set up on all of my tiny whoops, at least. That way, when I go to a tiny whoop and I'm having a tiny whoop race, that if somebody needs to borrow my quad, they can use either or radio.
Yeah.
Instead of, so they could actually fly with me.
With you, yes.
But yeah, let me know what y'all think about a 4S tiny trainer with
you already
beta,
know my opinion.
beta FPV. You sound good now, Casey.
Oh, awesome! Thank you, right. Thank you, Double A.
So,
you already know my opinion on it.
Yeah.
Do it.
Well, yeah. Casey's like, update everything, even if it locks. No.
Let me help you.
I told him. And this is on a live stream for perpetuity. I told him, when you get 15, 20 quads, and
I just update them as
every 2 months, you will not be updating everything. You won't have time. You just don't have time. And then when you have instances like this, that a simple flash that should have went fine, what were we, 4 hours?
Yeah.
4 hours. It hosed my laptop, and I ended up just putting the dump back on it. This is just like it was before we did anything to it. And we spent 4 hours, hosed my laptop.
Yeah, and it should have been like just a few minutes, really. It should have only took like a few minutes.
Yeah.
I can reset and flash a quad, sit here and just do it left and right. No problems. Of course, I have to come back later and adjust this and adjust that. But and I always end up having an issue with OSD or something, but that's the little things you're like, oh crap, because you think you remember everything, and you do. But there's just certain specific details, and like this, that you end up not expecting and running into. Yeah.
Good afternoon, Brundle.
Good afternoon. Or evening.
Yeah, good evening. Back to this comment real quick, because I got a funny story. I don't know if I've told it before. But anyway, in perpetuity, when you get 20 quads or more, and you're not going to be flashing with every time there's a new update for something.
Right, especially if it
you will get to where you will get to where it's like, if it's flying good, leave it alone. Right. Leave it alone. I've got 3 things. I got 3 things sitting over here I need to build, and then I got 20 things up here that I need to update. Mm-hmm. So, that's a good problem to have. That's a first world problem, isn't it? I've got too many toys to fix.
Yes.
But anyway, a funny story about Alex Campbell, real quick, and then I'll get to that. We were racing on DRL, and somehow I got in some kind of a bracket with Alex.
Really?
We were on the Velocidrone Discord, and one of the rounds I was we had several rooms open, and it was getting close to the finals, and it was a money race. They were going to win some gift certificates or something, and Evan ended up winning it. It was a series, and it was down to like the second or third heat, and I got picked to kind of be his spotter, to let him know what the other racers are doing. Like, hey, you got it, man. There's nobody near you. Back off, And if you've been in a race, you know it's good to have somebody like that. When everybody else is, 5 gates behind you, you don't have to push it. But when then somebody starts creeping up on you, it's like they're closing the gap. It's like you need somebody to let you know. And I was doing that with with Evan.
Oh, I get it. I get it all now.
And this is DRL. I was flying. I won't say horrible. Some of my better sim racing, but still nothing like these guys. And I got in a bracket with Alex, and of course moved over to his voice to that bracket or whatever voice channel that it was on. Of course, he's a hoot. He's in there. I recognized him from when he was flying Quad Force 1 in the DCL, and we was talking and everything. And he's like, "Hey man, you from Tennessee?" And I'm like, "Yeah." He's like, "I'm in Middle Tennessee," and I was like, he said, "Evan's in East Tennessee." I said, "I'm in Middle Tennessee." "Where are you at?" And I told him. He's like, "Well, I'm in Woodbury," and he's only about an hour and a half from me.
Wow,
his house. Right. His house is only about an hour and a half from me. And he was talking. He said, "Well, hey, next weekend, me and Evan and a bunch of people are getting together and practicing for, I think it was champs." And he said, "Would you come by, fly with us?" And I was like, "Well, okay, but I'm not good." And he's like, "Oh, that's all right." And I said, "Well, I'll tell you what, I'll bring pizza." And he's like, "Okay, then you're definitely invited." I said, "How many guys are going to be there?" And he told me, and I said, "Well, I brought 12. I think it was 12 pizzas, 8 or 12, somewhere around there. It was around 10 pizzas. And, there's no Papa John's or at least that I know could find, or Pizza Hut, Domino's in Woodbury. So I had to call on when I was about an hour out at the local pizza joint and ordered them, got there, and we were flying. And Alex he is just a hoot. He is really, really genuinely nice guy. And Shames was there and a few other people. I think might have been Viper. I don't remember. It was another younger man. And I got to flying with them. And of course, I was getting about a lap, close to finishing a full lap when they were done.
Oh,
now Shames and another guy, I think his name was Bird Dog, was flying too, and they were quite a bit faster than me, but we were closer. There was like 3 of them that were like pro. They were there practicing for pros, and the rest of us were just there giving them something to dodge. Well, there was down at the end of his yard, he's got a telephone pole right up by his driveway. And I was going to split S you had to split S that gate, and I got hit midair. And I'm trying to pull out of it, 20 feet up in the air. And the next thing I know, bang, I see a telephone pole. I'm up against the telephone pole. And I think, well, I'm caught between the gray conduit and a telephone pole. This is a 5-inch. And I'm sitting up there, and all of a sudden I got my goggles on. I was sitting there, whoa, 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 whoa. One of the other guys, and I was like, okay. And I pull my, they're like, you're right up there by the transformer, stuck in the telephone pole. it's feeding back. You got audio going.
It was my smart screen. It decided to start playing us live
Yeah.
on it. I turned it off.
So yeah, there's my quad right up against the pole and the conduit, and the transformer's like right over here. So if I start spinning the props, I can hit one of the wires and kill the power to his house. So we're there standing on the top of a golf cart, and we put together PVC poles. They're plastic because we're up there poking right up there by the transformer, and we got my quad down, and Alex looked at me and he was like, "Fat Pastor," he said, "I've literally had hundreds of people fly here, and you are the very first one to crash into that transformer."
Oh no.
I was like,
No.
"You'll never forget me now, will you?"
You made a lasting impression.
And like a year or two later, it was at Chicken and Rippin'. I don't know if that was, I think it was in Tennessee. I think that was in West Tennessee, Chicken and Rippin' a few years back. Alex was there for that. And he was like, "Hey, Fat Pastor, you landing on any transformers again lately?" I was like, "No, I ain't flying with anybody fast enough to knock me." Yes, of course, Brundlefly. It was OSHA approved plastic PVC. Right. And it was an OSHA approved golf cart plastic canopy. But Alex was the one doing it. He was like, "Everybody get away from the golf cart." And I was like, "That's okay. You can leave the quad up there. I don't want to die over it." So yeah. Let's see here. Let's see the story. Last year, end of IO Sunday night, Alex line of sight, a fully lit prig rig. And ripped off a couple packs and was doing stuff like the heli guys. What's a prig rig?
Does he mean 3D? Is he talking kind of like 3D?
I don't know.
Doing stuff like the heli guys? I mean,
yeah, he was flying line of sight. Alex is a great pilot, and a great ambassador for the. I mean, even when he was on DCL, he was a street racer. Okay, right. Okay, yeah, kind of like that one that Phil had at that race, one of them big ones. So yeah. Yeah, Alex is a great guy. I like Alex. He's and you know I won't say the sad thing. It's not sad. It's maybe it's sad. Maybe that's the right.
Boy, sad.
Man, you all right? Casey showing. We're seeing a lot more of Casey tonight than any of us want to see.
Yes, too much. I'm showing more than I want to show.
Prig rig is a practice frame. Oh, so yeah, the 399, is that what it was? Yeah, it's that big thick frame that Jet was using. What was that called?
It was almost indestructible, he said.
Wasn't it the 399 or something like that? I think that's what it was called.
399 or the 5? No, it wasn't the 533.
Yeah, he said yeah. Yeah. I've seen. I think Nub was flying one of those one time. Practice rig. Okay, yeah.
That's okay.
Hey, congratulations, Mike! I saw that you won on Nick Burns' channel.
Congratulations!
Won you a drone, I guess it was. It was like the only one that I recognized. It's
like you started.
When I watch those giveaways, I always like it when I see people that I know that are involved in the hobby win.
Yes.
Do you know which one it was yet? I know that he kind of does it by numbers. I'm sure you've looked up which one it was, but Nick's a great guy.
Yeah, I was curious. What kind did you get? I bet it was cool. I bet it was awesome. Either way, if it came from Nick Burns, it was awesome. Just
Well,
like
now,
if
he
it comes from
he had a
Marty.
couple in there that he said was old.
So it come from Nick Burns, just like if it come from you and if it was broke, it would still be a quad from Fat Pastor. So it makes it special, whether it flies or not.
Speaking of things that are not right from Fat Pastor, if you have ordered a Teespring shirt,
Yeah.
contact them because a lot of people haven't gotten them in. I got finally, well, I got two, but finally got the third of the fourth samples. They sent me a sample shirt, and it was horrible. It's the one that has my old one of my old logos up on the front and has the new logo that's in the backsplash here on the back, and that logo there was crooked by about 30 degrees. It's
Good
like
thing they
20,
sent
25
samples.
degrees. It's like you're going to my camera angle. I've got to call them because that's bad. But
That's ridiculous.
But I know they've already started sending out to some people that have ordered, because I know that a few people from my church and different people have ordered, and they've gotten their shirts before I got the samples. So you know how it was.
Ed was saying all of everything. It's just he's like you, me, Fat Pastor, all of us. I was like,
yeah,
what? You too? He's like, yeah. So nobody.
Mike said it was the sub 250 Nano Fly at first, I guess, but it had some confusion. Oh, so you happened to be the one that it was that got swapped out for. So the Fox Swoop 35. Okay, all right, yeah. Nick is a super generous guy, and so was your favorite saying that he has motor post or
motor post?
or holy catfish, or
how do you know? Yeah, what was everyone's favorite? I want to know. That's a good question to throw in there.
I think motor post to motor post was the favorite, or the one most people said. And I think the favorite T-shirt was Infinity Loops, and so yeah. And I did notice, even though I've been busy, late at night when I'm trying to, when there's no plumbers or nothing like this going on, and I'm just trying to calm down, I go back and I watch a lot of live streams. And I did notice for you loopers, and if Heads is on, you guys can tell him over. Let's see, it would be his left shoulder on his computer screen, kind of like this. You can see my sticker. He put it on his computer right there, and I'm like, man, that's prime. It would be like getting, like if I had as many subs as Heads, it'd be like getting your sticker right there where the mole tree or the Talon sticker is.
I'm
So
printing some stuff out tomorrow. You just gave me the biggest idea in the world.
So, see, what I need to do is this, don't I?
I'm gonna take every sticker that everybody's ever sent me, and I'm gonna blow them up and put them all over behind me. Yeah,
this is a magnet here. So
hey, I need one of them. I got metal right here.
Oh yeah, but see,
it's
you
aluminum.
Can't read that.
It's aluminum.
I'm shut up, Casey Dwayne. I'm looking through my bifocals. Trying to see if I can read it through my bifocals.
Hey,
Bergman just dropped his wrench clout.
Yeah. You see that?
What?
Upgrades and got upgraded. No,
he did. He's in the giveaway world now, isn't he? And of course, stickers. Stickers. Yeah, that one's it. Stickers.
Yeah. Stickers.
I liked Holy Catfish. First time I heard him say that, I was like, oh, all right, that's a good one.
Yeah, it is. It is very. I loved it. I loved it all. I like them all. It was a really hard decision, really.
Now on I thought it was cool to see some family names. I always like that, just to see regulars in the drawings, because
Yes.
there's, as y'all know, I've done a few drawings before, and there's a lot of people
I
that
can't
just
wait
come out of the
to do
woodwork
some.
just to get something for free that
Oh,
they don't
yeah.
have any. I bet I get, and I'm a small channel. It just well, I think I'm up to 1,300 something subs now. But I get emails all the time on my Fat Pastor at fatpastorfpv@gmail.com. I get emails all the time. Hey, you got 3 or 4 of those quads. Can you send me one? You say you got 20 quads. You need to give me one.
Wow.
I'm fat. And there's starving people in the world, but that don't mean I'm not going to eat a Krispy Kreme if somebody says right. So let's see.
Oh yeah, looky.
Brundle, he mentioned Infinity Loop's chat. I was number 12, which was a 3.5. Cinnamon, I guess I'm actually number 5.
Oh, wow. That's awesome. A 3.5 inch. Oh, that's nice. Nice. You see, I will get some good use. Yes, you will. I just built another 2.5 today.
PP sticker
Quad box.
on the quad box.
Sweet.
Double A. You send me your mailing information, and I will send you some stickers and some magnets. And probably something else. Just something. Some kind of something. Oh,
yes, that's right. Googly eyes.
googly eye.
You gotta love them. Jinx.
Googly eyes.
Jinx.
So, yeah, I'll send you something else in there that will be like a surprise.
It'll be like,
but it won't be a bad surprise, like when Casey's like up here on the camera, like, hey y'all.
Yeah. Look at what I'm going to have worked on tomorrow. Hey, at least y'all got to see the last of just the back ones. I'm going and having about 10 teeth removed tomorrow. Ouch. Pray for me, please. Pray for me.
Casey's having some oral surgery done tomorrow.
Because I got good front teeth. It's just, I got a bunch of, I got some oral surgery, like you said, and it's kind of It's going to be kind of So.
What'd you say? They're moving 10 teeth? Removing 10?
Yep.
I told him, I said,
back here.
Dennis starts talking that at my age, I'll be like, take them all and just give me 2 pieces of chompers.
Well, they're going to replace them and put implants in. Since all my front teeth and bottom front and top front are great, they're going to replace them and put some in.
Casey getting implants.
They are great.
Ain't gonna give you no clout in FPV. No, it ain't, girl. It ain't help your flying.
You don't go there, Felicia. What is that?
I'm lost in the chat.
Hey, that's what they want. They want this. They do, don't you?
You give me quad now. Yes,
you give me quad now.
You give me quad now.
Right now. I come and hunt you down if you don't give me quad.
Well, I tell you, you know what? I wish I had Mike Bergman's email because I could be like, Mike just got one for free. Email him. Literally, I've had people say, you have airplanes on your wall that not move. Send me one.
Well, they move during the day and then they go back in their spot at night.
Do you know the thing about this right here? It would cost me more money to ship that to you, Casey, in Tennessee, than you could buy one for. Yes.
Really?
For me to pack that, because I don't have the box for it anymore, for me to take that apart and pack that up in a way that it would be safe and all of that, you could go on and buy, because that's a binding fly. I mean, yes, a binding fly, a Spectrum binding fly. All you got to do is put it together and bind it. That would probably cost me easily $70, probably $75. That pack, that first big thing that I sent you, that was, and it was in state, that was $35.
Oh, wow.
Got a ProTech 35 on the way, and my first GoPro. Time to get my 107 and make some cash on the side. You know, I thought about getting my 107.
That would be nice. But
where I'm at, and you guys are the perfect people to share this with. I've got to make some decisions on some things. I've got to let go.
Mm-hmm.
I can't.
No, I'm trying to build my channel and stuff.
I can't. I was telling Casey, I can't take on more. I'm a full-time pastor, which is more than full-time. Mm-hmm. It's more than a 60-hour-a-week job.
Yes,
doing that, and that
don't get a break.
That can't change right now. I want to keep doing the live stream. I really feel that the live stream is important. Of course, I just like doing it, and the races. So I told Casey, I was like, I'm gonna have to back. As you probably noticed, since the races have picked up a little bit, the review content on my channel has dropped, just because I just don't have time to edit it. I have the review done. Well, I have the review filmed for the HDzero Mobilite 7, which is basically the Mobula 7 with the HDzero in it. And I have the walksnail Mobula 7. I have the comparison video between those two. I have it all filmed. And with GoPro and all of this kind of stuff. And I just have not had time to I've not had time to edit the old man footage. And I've wanted to fly that for years. And Casey and I went and flown it twice. Did we fly it twice now?
I think we did, yes.
Yes, we did. Yeah, because the first time I flew it with the regular Mobula 7, and the second time I flew it with the which I may have
the bigger one.
Did we fly it twice?
Stopped at the cross.
We didn't fly it twice. We only flew it once.
We went to the cross the second time.
That's right, and that's when I banged this one up against it, and it's like a dog that got run over. It was flying all along, keep back,
and I do have some old man.
And I've not flown this yet. This might be all.
I have it on there. Did I put that on my channel already? The old man.
Yeah, you did.
Okay. And he's got some actual HDzero. Well, we're gonna get some even better footage. That was just some spur of the moment kind of thing. That was when we first got together. Yeah. Now we'll get some even better footage.
I was with the first group of guys. If you go way back on my channel, Lost Quad guys. Actually, the quad artist that built my Darth Vader quad for me. I'm going to show that one night. I'm a Star Wars. I'm an old school Star Wars fan, put it that way. We had somebody come on our Discord, and I forget his name. I think his name was Rudy, maybe. And he was from the Philippines. And he got involved with the Discord and everything. And several of the guys on the Discord, I don't even know which way my hair parts anymore because I'll get it all confused in the I don't even know if that's right. Let's just do it like that. But anyway, got to feeling sorry for him, and the quad artist sent him a 5-inch quad with the TBS radio that had the screen in it. You remember that? Was that the Tango? I think it was the original Tango.
Yes.
Sent that. I sent I donated
Those are really nice.
to him 6 4S brand new indestructible quads 4S lipos.
Gosh.
Everything he needed. So somebody else threw in a charger. It was everything that he needed, and shipping was like crazy. This was pre-COVID, and I think shipping was like $120 or something to the Philippines. It gets to the Philippines, and then he messages us and said that they won't release it until we pay like $80 more. And so
That's
everybody,
crazy.
it was some kind of tariff fee or something like that, and it was, and it wasn't like we were going to send it back. It was just like, we're going to keep it. And so we all kind of got some money together. Yeah, Mike says it was the Tango 1. He says he still has an OG Tango. So we got together some money, people giving through PayPal and different things like that, and we paid that for him. And of course he comes on, he was excited and everything, and flew for like 2 weeks and fried it, and then got mad because we wouldn't send him more.
Oh, man.
Literally got angry with us, like, you need to send another quad. This one catch on fire. And we was like, no.
What'd you do to it?
and that right there, there's so much of that in this hobby of people taking advantage of people's generosity.
Yeah, that's bad.
That that it makes people not want to do anything for anybody.
Right.
And then when you run into the genuine article of somebody that really does need help or something like that, you have to be careful, especially in my job, that you're not calloused. Because that's why I had to quit doing drug and alcohol counseling. And domestic violence counseling and all of that. I just had to say no, because it was bad. It was just bad. I got so tired of hearing excuses that I was being mean to people in church. At that time, I was just a youth pastor, but I was a youth pastor, and kids would come up and I'd be like, I don't want to hear your excuses. I've heard every excuse in the world. I just spent 4 hours talking, literally 4 hours talking with a woman that sold her kids to Tennessee Bureau of Investigation, thinking that they were crack dealers so she can get some crack.
What?
Yeah.
Oh
sold her kids for a bag of crack.
How could somebody? I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
As what was it? Was it Run DMC? He said the Rock Man got, or no, that was Beastie Boys, wasn't it? The Rock Man's got him.
Yeah, I think that almost brings. Yeah, you know how parent I am.
Master Roshi.
You're like, hey.
For all of you tonight, Casey, you can go on the Discord and see if people have posted. I'm not able to. I'm running on my MacBook Pro because my Windows is. I'm not saying it's dead. It's just got some very corrupted drivers on it, and it won't run.
We'll fix it.
It won't run StreamYard. It won't run it won't run any camera that I put in it.
See, so it wasn't just okay, right?
So Master Roshi, I think he's got a video, and I know there's a couple other people that. So share your screen if you can. Go on to the Discord, and we will play people's videos tonight. I'm not able to do it, but Casey can do it. He has.
Let's see here. Alrighty.
I was.
And I know what's wrong with your computer. That Zadig, later on, we'll get back on it and we'll reinstall your USB drivers to your computer. Win USB, we'll install that to your computer and it'll work again. When we accidentally installed Win Lib 32 to your USB drivers on your Windows computer and not the quad. Remember when we had the quad unplugged and that's when we screwed up. We didn't screw up when we had it plugged up. We screwed up because we had it unplugged. I read all about it, figured it out.
Let me tell you what I'm hearing. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Plugged up, blah, 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 blah. And then we messed up with the blah, 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 blah. But we'll go back to blah, 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 blah.
Well, we'll fix it. We will. That's why we'll fix it.
How is Master Roshi?
Yeah. How are you?
I was live in Florida.
Share.
Florida, USB.
Here we go. All righty then. Look, this is one of my live backgrounds like that. That's pretty cool, huh? That's my actual Windows background. One of them. Both of my screens have two different live backgrounds rolling. All right, let's see here. Master Roshi first.
That car would actually drive horribly with those four wheels in the back like that.
Yeah, look at that. I don't know about it. I don't know. That would be something. It'd definitely get some grip, wouldn't it?
Hey, old Master Roshi and Double A lurking while watching the animals.
Is that the name?
Wait.
Oh. Is this the one? Oops.
Go to videos for the live stream, I think it is.
Yeah, I'm there. This is Master Roshi right here. Let's see. Let me go on back a little bit more.
You need to. I think we left.
Yep. Here's another one.
I think right. So, yeah. The drift car. Did we show the drift car one?
Because we made it all the way to this right here, the snowy thing.
Okay. All right.
But I don't know. Did we? Let's see. All right. Tell me where we did that one.
I don't know.
We did that one.
Make it full screen. We don't need to see your car in the background. Yeah, I think we. I don't know. What's the date on it?
Let's see. March 18th, March 19th, March 20th, 21st. Oh, the 21st is probably the one he's wanting us to watch.
Yeah, we didn't show any last week, right? Because I didn't stream last week.
All right. Yeah, that's right. So did we show this? We showed the monster truck one, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think we killed it because I think that's the one where the guy comments on the end of it.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's yes. We can show the drift car chase again. It's not real long.
Oh,
that's Jim. That's Jim from he's in. Yeah, I don't think he said it.
Can you hear that? Can you hear it?
Yes.
That's pretty nice. I can't wait to go do that. Because I could do it. I just need to go do it.
Yeah. Everybody thinks they can. Yeah, everybody thinks they can do it until they start trying to do it.
Yeah, it's harder than it looks. A lot harder than it looks. You gotta be able to go with the flow, and then that flow breaks. You gotta be able to break with it.
Well, don't run that pretty Corvette into that car.
I know, he's right there too. Now, is this Master Roshi fun?
No. This is Cinder. This is Jim, member of Soki.
Oh, awesome. Okay.
Yeah.
Shout out to him for a great video.
Post a link to his channel there in the in the chat.
Let's see here. Hold on a minute.
Oh, you closed it. Right at the best part. The people.
Sorry about that.
We wanted to see the people in jail.
There we go.
It's drift car. It's drifting at the FEMA prison camp. That is so neat.
It might be. But I say misdemeanor. What did it say?
Appreciate nice. Good chase.
Nice and tight. All right, I'm gonna post a link to that as well.
Yeah, I think he's saying here it's all about keeping them in camera view. And one of the things that I've you got to focus on not hitting the car, not hitting the ground. I think we lost audio too from you. And a lot of times in the infield or whatever they call it, there's often power lines that go across, so you got to watch them also. But now you're showing Ken Heron. Ken will copyright strike us.
I have to switch screens here. Okay.
Drop his channel in the chat.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to get my chat open. So yeah, just a second. All right, let's go ahead and play this other one. You want me to drop it in the YouTube chat, right?
Yeah. Let's put it in the YouTube.
That's what I'm doing. I had to YouTube mute. I had to pull it up on my other screen. All right, there it is. It's in the chat now, guys. Sorry for the difficulties there. All right, now we're gonna play Marcel off axis FPV. He's doing a snowy Seymour 8 kilometer flats. Rad Lion 7-inch 6S 2P 5000 milliamp. Wow. Okay, well here we go. Let's see. Yep. Right. Oh,
Marcel's been getting some flying in.
He has. Thank you, Marcel, for the amazing footage and great content. I'm loving it.
Is this link that you posted here? Is this Singrith's channel?
Yes.
Yeah, I'll give him some subs.
And then this is Marcel off axis. If you're not familiar with him, I would jump on his channel after you're done here, of course, and check him out. He's pretty amazing. I'm gonna throw a link in the chat for him as well.
You minimized it. There you go.
Sorry about that.
I'm going to fill up my tiny Whoop Sasquatch bottle.
I love that. That's awesome.
It's a tiny Sasquatch.
Flying Sasquatch. There's Marcel off axis in the chat, you guys. It looks like you're already familiar with him, though. So, do I have the audio at a smooth level? I got it at as small as it'll go. There we go. Sorry about that. Hey, I cannot wait to dive that, like, a steeper mountain than this, because this is no diving. I can ride the ridge, but there's nothing much to dive until I get away from the ridge. Then I can dive down back to my house. But other than that, I'm gonna have to take the atomic.
Are you trying to say you can't wait to dive a mountain that's not near you?
I can. That is exactly right. That is exactly right. That's not near me. Because I've got like one here, one. Wait, they're everywhere. But I don't got no pretty, beautiful snow tops like this, and I would like to go to the peak like this and just. Because the beautiful thing about this is you don't lose signal going up. Of course you don't, right? Versus having to go far out on a ridge that blocks your signal. Far out, man. That's very. Let's see how long is this. Okay. I'm waiting for him to give us. Well, he done the big reveal where he just goes up and then boom. I like it when they ride up the mountain and then all of a sudden they do a turn and then boom, there's everything. The big reveal. Where's my Marcel effects, everybody?
Oh, Marcel got him a new logo.
I see
Look at
that.
that.
Well, that is nice. I'm still working on my first one. Yeah. All right. Let's see who's next on the list here. All right. We got 8-bit. It is FPV Freestyle checking Hex 802 3000 kV or 30,000 kV motors. Cool. Let's see what. Let's see what. Hey. And if you're not familiar with 8-bit as well, we'll throw a link with him of him in the chat. He is, as a matter of fact, I've got one of his frames. Can't wait to build it. It's called the Scourge, and he's very talented. Very talented. He is a disabled veteran, and please give your respects to him. Also, very good guy, definitely. And he really rips it with these 1S and such quads. Usually 1S. I mean, it makes it look like it's like a 2S. It just must be that light. Because I can't get my 1S to move around like that without the battery just... Good old
AAA says that most long-range rigs have antennas on the front. Marcel's is all decked with antennas.
Yeah. Yeah, I got a tall antenna in the back, so that I don't lose range.
Remember the first time I flew semi-long range, well, what I called long range was mid-range. I got about almost 2 miles away, and I turned around, and when I turned around, I lost video.
Really?
So
it's because it was down here, and
then I turned back around and put the antenna back at the back, and just tilted the nose up because I got up to about 200 feet and then just tilted the nose back and started. I knew I was flying back toward me. I couldn't see where I was going, but I had an altimeter on it. I'll show you the quad. And,
let me guess. You flew backwards home.
it was before.
No, you didn't.
No, it was before I put this antenna on it. So here's the antenna on it.
There you go. Oh yeah.
This is a 7-inch iNav rig, and it's got the magnetometer and all of that on it. But I had a shorter antenna on it, and when I turned around, of course, with this, no matter which way it's facing, that antenna is above everything.
Right, it's always above.
But I had a shorter antenna on it, about this tall. Of course, I was flying a big battery pack, and when I turned around, I put all that battery pack and the GoPro mount and all of that in front of it. I lost it, so I had to fly it home backwards like this. But luckily, I had an altimeter, a good one, and I got so far that I could turn it sideways, and I still kept video. So I flew it like this. That way, at least I could see the horizon. And then I eventually got to where I was close enough back that I could go ahead and turn its nose back in toward me. So, but I've not flown this.
With the fact that you could have used GPS rescue the whole time, right?
But this is iNav.
Right. So did it have that at the time?
No, at the time it did not have an iNav on it. I was testing the magnetometer on it. The board is a Maytag board. It had a barometer on it, and at that time all it had was GP beta flight return to crash. That's what I call the beta flight's return to home, or GPS rescue, whatever they call it, was, in my opinion, was just return to your crash point.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait till they get the magnetometer working right. They're supposed to be working on that now for 4.5 Zulu. 4.5 Zulu. That's what the new, unless they change the name, it's going to be called Beta Flight 4.5 Zulu.
Well, So that means it's the absolute last one that they can do.
I don't know. I doubt that.
You're just gonna let Mr. Shutterbug's video play?
I was trying to get it there. All right, let's see here. Hey, Mr. Shutterbug, how you doing, buddy? Kudos.
Shout out to
Mr.
him.
Shutterbug. Yes, definitely. By the way, if anybody doesn't know who he is, let's see here. All right, we got Master or Hydrone 69 FEV, aka Master Roshi.
Master Roshi.
And he's gonna be doing a Braveheart, Brian Dykes, BMX jump, BMX track.
Oh,
We're
yeah.
just gonna watch it. Yeah, let's see here. Come on, pull on up. Boom.
He chasing bicycles. Master Roshi chased about everything.
Uh-oh. Let's see here. It tricked us. Let's see if this works.
Master Roshi chased everything. His next video is gonna be me chasing a cat down the street. I want to see that.
That'll be great.
Chasing the neighbor's cat with my tiny wood.
That'll be great.
Yeah, I watched this the other day. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
I must admit, I didn't see this one until now. And that's awesome. This is different. Hey.
I used to do that when I was about 12 or 13.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Not professionally on league or anything, but racing on some dirt tracks.
You can find his link in the chat, by the way, viewers. Let's see. I think we got, let's see, we got 2, 3, 4. We got just a few more, but not many. We have another one, Off Grid Everything. I bet you can't guess who that is. And he has a Cinewoop cruise. We're going to see what kind of cruise he's cruising. Let's turn up that music a little bit. Come on. Thank you. Nice.
Sometimes I feel as if I'm out here all alone.
Is that okay?
Yeah, that's okay. Most of the time I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, I know I'm gonna feel right at home. You know my verses, know my cursing at my telephone. I hear them calling, yeah. But I ain't hearing it. I'm out here trying
That's
to
pretty neat.
Memories when kid. You got some bad BMX memories, Master Roshi?
Really?
Free surfing. Oh.
Sorry about that. That's a good song.
Off Grid, is this the Run Cam Thumb? I think was it him that said he runs the Run Cam Thumb?
I believe it was. I believe you're right. But could you verify that?
I have the Run Cam Thumb, and I've never even got this thing working.
Really?
I haven't.
Wow.
I just don't have time.
You know, I don't have a digital camera yet to record us HD video with, but hopefully I'll get something to stick in this soon, or anything. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it. I'm trying to get that little camera to work.
You need to move closer to Middle Tennessee.
I know.
That $70 bus ticket starts to add up after a while.
Yes, it does. So, I need to get one next week.
Now we got. I do. We need to schedule a race.
That, and I need to come up there.
He ain't scared of getting them trees. There you go. Scared.
And next time you want to ship something to me, you know, let me know. I'll pay for the shipping. Definitely. You know, I'll put in my part for sure. More than happy to pay the shipping.
The GoPro Hero 7 Silver. Actually haven't tried a thumb or a micro camera yet. Hope to get a thumb pro one day.
So that's what this is that we're watching. That's all right.
This
is a GoPro Hero 7 footage. Oh, it's YouTube. YouTube's messed it up. Okay. It looks pretty good. What are you flying this on? Probably
No,
like a 3.5 inch centiloop, right?
you
Ain't
know
that what
what
you
off
said?
grid? What you need to do off grid? Seriously, is do more of that flying like that early in the
Oh,
morning or right before dark, and get me some footage of the Sasquatch because he lives out there in your backyard. I know he does.
we're gonna have to do a chase, a nighttime chase. Does your goats ever pass out from it, from like a big quad? Do they ever go? Eh? Awesome. Thank you, buddy. What a great video. Uh, 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 go away. It keeps trying to start. The curse of the heron birds. Heroin birds. I about said heroin birds. All right, let's see. We're gonna go to, well, we're almost, that's almost it. We have Red HLG. Who is that? Um, anyway, Adam Weston. Adam Weston. Oh, it's Flying Sasquatch from the Great Smoky Mountains. That's awesome. I've not seen that before.
So, what's his fascination with the Sasquatch? It's a long story, but I used to have an Uncle Margaret.
Uncle Margaret.
I used to have an Uncle Margaret, but that's a long story.
An Auntie Uncle Margaret. No.
Choose a bad quality in a preset in DaVinci, so it came out blocky. That's what. Next time, 1.5 wood diatone Taycan. Yeah, I have the Taycan. I like the Taycan.
And oh, he's saying he chose a bad quality preset in DaVinci. That's why the video looked like it did. I was wondering if it was YouTube that made it like that or what, because I knew a GoPro Hero 7's got, yeah, I knew it was like way better than that. But the footage looked great. Smooth flying, amazing work through the woods. I like it, man. Actually, I don't like it. I love it. It's amazing. Truly amazing. All right, so here we go. This is Red HLG, Adam Weston. Adam Weston. January 2023 snowfly clip. That is pretty nice.
Select the video setting to 720p. It'll probably make it smoother.
It is. That's what it's on.
Not
It's on
auto, just 720. Not auto. Yeah, just 720. You'll see it stuttering and it should go smooth.
I mean, yeah, because if I go any higher, like it does fine, but then it looks weird on the stream. I don't know why. It should look better when you go to 2160, but it don't.
StreamYard is limited to 720p, at least on the version that I have.
Oh, okay. That does look better. It's not blocky.
Maybe one day I'll see if that's squat.
Oh, beautiful.
I believe Sasquatches can swim.
Yes, and I bet they smell like wet dog after.
smell like dirty socks and cigarettes.
Next we have
cigarettes. Cigarettes,
They smell like dirty socks and cigarettes. Mama always said life is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're gonna get. All right, so this is off grid everything again.
No, that's
your world. Oh
that's
wait, there's Marcel off axis. I'm sorry.
We watched that, didn't we? Mountain
Not
Woods.
this one. This is another one.
Okay.
This is the last video. Actually, he just posted this on March 30th. So is that?
That's today.
What would you know that? Would you look at that? Would you look at that?
Would you look at that? Look at that.
Would you look at that? Or would you look at that? You know what I love that show. It's the truth. Would you look at that? I'm telling you. Now this right here.
I'm writing this down. This is good stuff. I'm writing this down.
You better be. That's great. I'm craving this right here. I'm craving to go do this. I'm ready. I just need the gear and then I can go. Mount Wood is melting. Chasing waterfalls.
Chasing waterfalls.
Yeah, see up here. Pro Hero
Just
10
stick to the
Max
rivers
Lens mod.
and the lakes that you're
Oh,
used
go
to.
Pro
Okay.
Hero 10.
He can't seem to keep himself out of trouble. So he goes out and he makes his money.
I think that's an
I'll see you,
antenna.
Squatch.
You see on the top right of the screen. That must be an antenna.
Huh?
There's like a line right there.
I don't see it.
Do you see it right underneath my
I
logo?
don't see it.
You don't see a black line there?
No.
Let me see if it's on the.
I don't.
See if it's on the string. Nope, it's not showing up on the string.
Huh, that was weird. I don't see it either.
No, it's not on the string. It's just showing up on the.
That cross communication stuff. Oh, look at that. I bet that's a. Oh, man, that's pretty neat.
That's another
That would
space.
avalanche.
You just come up walking and you see the Sasquatch going across the top of it. Carrying like a sheep under his arm.
Yeah, he says, can't wait to have the boat take the 7-inch out to some mountains. Yeah, that'll be nice. I can't wait to see it. See, people don't think that slow flight like this, just doing small, slow stuff, no tricks, no flippy flops, they don't realize that that's what a lot of people like. We might personally
I like how
we
he's
do.
breaking it up. It's a good edit.
It is.
Really good edit.
It is. I might take some lessons from him. Now, right here, the big reveal. Ah. He got us. He's like, "God, I got you."
That's the Ryan Johnson editing method. Build up to something tight. You thought something was going to happen, but no.
Yeah,
Ray
Ray
is a nobody.
He's keeping us on our edge. Like, where's the big reveal? Where's it at? We're waiting for it.
Ray is a nobody.
To me, this whole thing is a big reveal. Underground streams flowing under the snow, under ice. So beautiful. Look, you can see it. That's a river. But it's just under the snow.
I don't think it's a river. I think it's melting snow.
Melting snow. I know, but it looks like a river of just ice and snow. It's awesome. Awesome. Thank you for the video, brother.
Yes.
Good video. No. Pause. Stop. Go away. Oh, gosh. Just going to do it again. All right. That is all of the videos. You want me to share anything else at the moment?
Nah, we're good. We're good.
Thank you all for
Right.
watching. I hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah. I'll put a poll on the probably on the Soki Facebook channel. about when would be the best time for the next tiny whoop race, and maybe if we can do a weekend tiny whoop race, we can sit down and plan a outdoor tiny trainer race. So
that would be awesome. No, wait.
what?
It would be
What?
amazing.
Maybe. It might be. It would be fun. It would be fun regardless.
Yes, definitely.
Whether it's amazing or not, I do not know, cannot tell you, but it would be fun, and we will race quads and we will break stuff. I guarantee you, you will break stuff. Bring
Finally
your
some
tools,
spare parts.
bring you some tools and bring extra quads because something will mess up at the race. That's what happens.
Oh yeah,
Gremlins,
definitely.
gremlins.
They are. You got everything working perfect, and it's been working perfect for months. You go to the race, and as soon as you power on, everything goes crazy. That's how it works.
It's my analogy. Hopefully I'll have it ready.
I want to build it. I need two to build myself. Nah, I've been building, just not tiny trainers.
You a 5-inch guy. You getting into that 5-inch, 6S stuff.
Yeah, I am that, but I don't know. I think I'm wanting to get a 3-inch, definitely, and I think I'm going to fall in love with 2.5 and up because, oh my gosh, they're so much funner in the yard. The 6-inch, just this 6-inch, the 5-inch, it's kind of scary to fly around here when there's everybody out in the yard and doing stuff.
This is heavy duty.
It is. So this is only kind of like this. I would love to have a 3-inch quad or 3.5-inch quad. That's where I think my resting point will be is 3.5-inch, 3-inch, 2.5, and then 65 or 75. Yeah. I think that's where I'll be my resting point. But I do love 5-inch. I just like them though. It doesn't mean that's what I want to fly the most because around here I can't get away with flying such big quads. No, as long as I fly the ridge or whatever, that's fine. But then when it comes to this yard, one little throttle blip and I'm across the whole yard. So at least with these guys, I could just be like a little bee.
Hopefully getting some motors for my birthday to rebuild my whoops. They've been down for a few.
Really? Sorry to hear that.
Yeah. It's
and happy birthday.
When is it? When is his birthday? He says it's coming up.
What's the question?
It's not April 1st, is it?
And also off grid.
What KV you going with? Yeah. What kind are you looking for? I had a Travis, had a friend of mine in the Discord. He was from Canada. He was from Ontario or something like that. And but he worked for UPS. So I think I'm parting my hair the right way. I don't even know, guys. I'm dyslexic and I can't tell. There we go. I think that's right. But I could send him stuff because he got it at a real cheap price. So, but like that thing that you won on the stream, it cost me more money to send that thing than it would be to buy another one. Shipping is just crazy.
Yeah.
Now it's just crazy.
Yeah, no, that's why you gotta pay. You gotta either pay the shipping or even with giveaways, the people are starting to have to ask, hey, if you want this nice giveaway, you gotta pay 15, 20, you gotta help me pay for shipping. And then people are like, well, okay, fine, I'll give it to somebody else. Who? What?
April 3rd.
Yep. Tiny Whoop
Wow.
0802s and 0603s.
Wow, some short, tall ones. Wow, or some fat, tall ones. Oh,
Probably
603s.
2500 kV.
Oh, aren't those like about a little bit fatter and like skinnier? They're like fat and more tall. The
The,
0602s,
the 06 will be a thinner stator, but taller. Wait, no. 06 is smaller all the way around than an 0802. It's 2 millimeters this way smaller.
Right.
So the 0802 is 8 millimeters wide. See, like these are 1002s right here, and we'll fucking figure out where.
Yeah, I've got some 0802s that are 0802.5s, and they're way
10 this
bigger.
way. This is 10 this way and 2 that way. So he's getting 08s, which is 8 this way, and then 2 this way, which is these.
Right. Okay.
And so he's even going with a smaller motor because these here are 07s.
Oh yeah, those 702s. I got a pair of them right here as well. And they're that's what I was saying. They are fatter and taller, or they're taller than smaller, but they're taller than an 0802. The 0702s. These are 10,000s. They're smaller, but they're taller.
What kind are they?
Racer Star. 10,000.
No, the 2 is still 2. Like an 0802 is 2 millimeters. But the stator's supposed to be 2 millimeters, so it's
See, like this one's a little bit fatter, and then that one's a little bit skinnier.
Well, the bell can be longer. Like these here are saying that these are 1002s, when these are 802s.
Oh. Wow, see, so there's so much differences. It's so hard to keep up with.
Yeah, just know that your stator, that your first 2 is the width, and then your second 2 is the height of the stator. Right.
Okay. Yeah. See, but still, even that, I find motors 0802s. Some 0802s are bigger than others. Just, I guess the bell's bigger, like fatter. What is that?
Or it's just that's
is
a
that an 11?
That's a 1404.
1404, yes. 533s, yeah. Awesome. Yeah. I do want to reach in on that one. That's awesome.
They're like sold out everywhere.
Really?
Yeah.
I noticed they were on the 533 side for sure. All their stuff.
I was trying to get towards. There's the specs. 4503. 4533. So
smaller diameter.
Think that KV's precisely right? I think somebody's playing with the numbers there to make it match their brand. 533.
533. Yeah. Yeah, because you can't actually get that. You can't actually get that knowledge of a motor 533. It's either 550 or 520. You know what I mean? You can't actually.
You might be able to if you're Evan.
Especially with the
you're one of the best pilots in the world.
Well, with the technology we have, yeah, you're probably right.
I think it's really similar to this one. That they fly very similar. And this is a 4600 kV motor. This is the Zing 1404. 4600 kV motor.
Zing. That's all you had to say. Those are amazing motors.
Amazing. Is that why they call it? They just cut off the first part of it.
Exactly. Hey, I'm gonna get some of those and be like, I've got a pair of amazing motors. Zingy. Because they got the Zing E motors.
Casey's gonna be there with a little stencil that's got amaze. And you need paint. Okay, that's one motor. Look, I got my new brand of motors out. Amazing Motors.
Yeah, that's what they're going to be called too. Amazing. Amazing R edition for racing. RS for Racing Special Edition. RSEs. So they're going to be amazing RSE, 50,000 kV, 12S. No, it would more like be a 2,000 kV.
Smaller
12S.
diameter.
Smaller
So
diameter.
you're saying the 602 it's taller?
It is. That's what I was saying.
It's
My
supposed
07
to.
02s are
So
taller
is it
than
so
my
is it
08s.
really technically a 603 then?
Well, my 07 02s are taller than my 08 02s, or they're fatter than my 08 02s. It doesn't make no sense. I was sitting here comparing them earlier, and I'm like, why? The lower number should be, and it is smaller. It's a smaller engine, but it's taller. It looks like almost in one way it's got more mass in another way than the other way, than the engine, than the other motor does.
Than the engine.
Shush it. You shush it. Hey, you know what is the engine? The ESCs.
I've told you. We call them African American. I mean, Native American. Sorry, Native American. We call them Native American, not engines. That's wrong.
That is it. That is it.
I can't teach him anything.
Forgive me, everyone. I spoke the wrong one there today. But yeah, you know the ESCs. If you go back and watch some of JB's videos, he calls them engines, and they are called engines. But there's an ESC called an engine. There's the ESC. If you'll watch one of JB's videos where he's building one of the ESCs, he calls it the engine. If you'll wire your motors into the engine, yeah, he says also he calls it the engine during the whole video.
The difference between an engine and a motor. But
he calls the ESC the engine.
Yeah. and before I get any haters in the comments or any emails, I'm not hating on Native Americans. My wife's grandmother was full-blooded Cherokee Indian. So
yeah, and I'm part.
So that makes my wife like a fourth, I think, because her mom was half. Yep. So yeah. So you're saying the 0603 is what he said. So the 03. I thought it was 0602s.
Goddess.
0802s and 0603s. That's what he said. I read it wrong. I see it back there. So yes, it is a taller stator. Okay. And that should should make it more of a notchy motor, right? Less smooth, but more raw, low end power.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
I think so. And about that, especially if it's lower, is it higher KV or lower KV? It's lower KV. Hey, I just realized these are 07. These are 0705, not 0802. So that's why they're taller. They're 0705s. I just realized that. Thank you. In the chat.
Yep.
Chat made me realize the second number was bigger than that one.
I still got to put these on something.
Those are awesome.
32,000 kVs.
Yeah.
I'm not even looked at them.
I bet those would send it to the moon. That's why they're called moonshots.
Oh, look, it's got a little sticker in it. Moon Traveler.
That's so cool. It reminds me of bottle rockets.
Thank you, Jesse, for the sticker. Oh, they're like ice. They're like blue.
Those are my favorite color. Well, close to it. Those are nice motors.
They look like
very nice
engines.
Motors.
Engines.
They're nice engines. Engines, and I was calling all the parts of the quad parts like they were car parts. I was almost everything. Only thing, the propeller wasn't a tire. And I'm still trying to not look under the hood instead of in the frame.
Ciotti says to use those motors to limit them. Yeah.
I don't know about limiting.
So.
You think you want to limit them? Really?
I don't know.
I haven't want to limit my motors.
Are they burning up ESCs?
If that's the reason, then yeah, I would, of course.
Well, I mean,
no, he's limiting them because they're too powerful in the house. He said.
Okay. Well, I know that the other ones, the 30,000 kV motor, he used to have, Jesse had a disclaimer on his channel saying, "You fry your ESC, that's you."
Oh wow, yeah, because the motor's gonna want to pull that. Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. So it doesn't matter what you're running, whatever motor you put on there, it's gonna pull what it wants to pull, no matter what. And if it can't handle it, then it'll fry whatever is in between it and what it's trying to pull, and that would be everything.
Off Grid said that he thinks that he either selected the 23,000 0603s or the 25,000. Yeah, I don't know that you would notice too much difference out flying, especially flying outside.
Right.
They
are.
Those. I hear those moon travelers are very fast.
Oh man, yeah, I've actually watched a review over.
I've not had time to. I've watched some streams and a few videos. I haven't had time to do hardly nothing. And usually by this time of the year, I'm starting to get settled and starting to get my gates out and getting a couple set up in the yard, at least a keyhole gate or something.
Yes.
Maybe I can find out how to get this toupee to lay down before the end of the stream.
Don't turn your fan back on; it'll blow it off again.
How would you like toupee? Toupee. I went to the drive-thru the other day, and this girl looked at me. She said, "Sir, I'm sorry about your weight."
What? Oh God! Oh, you could have took that 2 different ways, huh?
I said, "It ain't your fault, hon. This is the drive-thru at Krispy Kreme." That I've been fat for years. She's like, "I didn't mean that."
You got her. She walked right into it.
You told me you're sorry about my weight. It's not your fault. I'm eating Krispy Kreme.
That is too much.
You
that is
go
too
by
good.
Krispy Kreme. They got that fresh light on, and you get a fresh, hot, glazed, chocolate covered. It's like eating a baby angel. It is excellent.
I love them too. They're great. I like the raspberry filled or blueberry filled.
Yeah, I didn't limit my 30,000s.
No, I wouldn't.
I didn't limit them at all, and didn't have any problems with my ESC.
Especially these little 1S 12 amp ESCs that are starting to buzz around. Not starting to, but buzzing around more. Those are nice. Because when you pull 12 amps out of 1S, it's nice. It gives it a bunch more power versus 5 amps, 6 amp, 10 amp bursts.
I think the motor's going to pull what the motor's going to pull, right? Just if the ESC
it is. Right.
Yeah.
I'm starting to get that more and more. Yes. It seems as though you can pretty much run whatever you want on whatever you want as long as you have the correct settings. And if you've got the correct setup, then it don't matter really about your settings other than just having a bad tune or a flyaway completely. I've not dealt with flyaways yet, or kind of sort of dealt with bad tunes, but I'm seeming to find a tune spot where I am at between all my quads now, and I'm starting to get there with the tiny quad, the tiny whoops and stuff, and I'm starting to like it. Like I'll get to that, I'll set it, and I'll go fly, and it's like boom, I'm leaving it.
Mm-hmm. Then you know what?
I'm leaving it.
And you know what happened? You'll get something close that works kind of close for most of your stuff, and then Betaflight will change everything.
Yeah.
Just the way that it happens. Somebody come out with a new prop or a new motor, it changes everything.
Yeah.
Then you're just like,
no, that makes it good for us testers. We love that. Oh yay, more to test, more to troubleshoot. Awesome. More questions to be answered. Great. Love it.
Because I like flying new stuff, but
yeah.
That's like I said, I just don't have time. I mean, I'm either going to have to give up on some of the races or some of the stuff, and it's just, life.
We'll get there.
I don't do FPV as my full-time job, so.
And I am now. Hopefully, it will grow bigger and bigger. I know it will, as it is, especially with all my great support out there. And my amazing friends and family that have now
Koi Man.
began to shine in my world.
Good
Hey,
evening. Good evening, Koi Man.
good to see you, buddy.
How am you be?
We were showing live stream movie. We were showing some of y'all's links. If you want to throw a link of a video you've recorded, any content you've created, we'll show it on the stream real quick.
I think Corey Man's the one that's building the blue pill.
Yes, and
Roto
that's
has
exactly. So I would like to see if you got any of that little sneak peek footage for us or anything. I'd like to see it. Wouldn't you like to see it, Marty?
good. He said that kids are in bed, dishes are done, time to relax now.
Hey, amen. Amen.
This like Fat Pastor. This is easy listening. This song goes out to you. Y'all remember that? What was it? Easy listening radio. Love songs after dark with the lights. Right.
This is Easy Breezy 103 coming live from the city. Or this is
coming to us all the way from Canada. Don't go chasing waterfalls by Marcel off Axis.
That's great. Oh yes, he gets a lot of attention he does. He gets a lot of attention. Hey, we need to go back on his stream. We haven't been on there in a while.
I haven't been in a while. Like I said, I've been busy.
I know. I'm sure he understands.
Everything is just but it's gonna calm down. It's gonna.
That's right. We got to stay
positive. I've got to get over the hump and get a few things built, and then I'm just gonna have to hold off on some of the things. I've got the fractal build. I want to, and that's. Really, is the fractal really a build when it's just taking this
board
and putting it on the fractal frame?
It's just a board and screws.
But then you get into flashing Quicksilver and all of that stuff in it, and then if it's
change things,
if it's a problem, But I've built two tiny trainers here in the midst of all of this noise, and so. And this one's pretty close. This one's pretty close. All that I've got to do, I don't think I'm going to go the route of the plug for the VTX. I'm just going to, which it's got all of it hooked up. I'm just going to cut the wires and put a TBS Unify Nano or whatever the small one is we always used to use in racing. We'll put a toothless Fox Ear Toothless 2 in here. And this will be the Express LRS. It's already in a
not camera.
So yeah.
Awesome. So it's integrated in the board, or is it a SPI, or is it a UL?
No. It's I'll take the. Yeah, it's in this plug right here.
Okay. Yeah, I see that.
See this board, and they even come with a little thing that I can plug in here, and I could plug in my VTX in it, but I lost it on my desk. I don't know where it's at. I don't know where it's at. I might have used it on something else. Saw that. I was like, hey.
See, I like it when a good.
Yeah, I was thinking, some deep thought.
Hey, if you were a hot dog and you were starving, would you eat yourself? What? I know I would. First, I'd smother myself with brown mustard and relish. I'd be so delicious. So would you?
I don't know.
Don't jerk me around, Norm. It's a simple question. A baby could answer it. If you were a hot dog and you were starving, would you eat yourself?
I guess so.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend. If you had said no, I would have bitten your ear off. I would have come at you like a tornado made of arms and teeth and fingernails.
I mean, come on, a baby can answer. Yeah, the Pro 32. That's
Yeah.
I like that one, and I have a few of those little Ishiins that, but I sent Casey one. I give Casey one brand new out of the package.
Yes, I got it right
it
here.
It was DOA. DOA right out of the package. But it was, I bought it like 2 or 3 years ago. So he's like, who'd you get it from? I was like, man, you can't take it. You can't send it back. I don't even know where I got it from.
It's already soldered up and ready and everything. All I had to do was solder it to my board. But yeah, it didn't happen. Here it is. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on with it, though. Seriously, because maybe it's just like a little regulator on it or something. If so, I'll replace it. Take it off of another board I have sitting around and just throw it in there. Throw it on there. It ain't that easy, but it is. You just get the board real hot, use your little tweezers, get the component off, and stick the new one on and see what happens. But when you fix stuff like that yourself, I wouldn't suggest doing no long range with it because you never know. Go right back out on you.
Just make my eye look big.
Oh, can't see. Look. Yeah. That's pretty good.
Can you really see my eye?
Oh, almost do it a little bit different, like sideways. Turn it. I can see it for a minute. Now I can see is the light. There you go. Oh, you can see it for a second. And then it disappeared again. It's like your eye turned into a laser eye. You're like, shoom. He can see now. He can see the light. Or now he can't see the light because it was too bright.
They're like, that boy.
He said
If you cut the light.
Yeah, cut the light because we seen your eye before the light took over. Wait, can you see that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's great. Go back some. That's funny. Oh, yeah. Y'all see that, huh? That's a good one. Now we can do it. Use this as our segment opener. Opens our movies with the big eye. Pastor.
Eye on you.
Y'all watch out. He is eye watching. Hey, he says Ghost Hybrid, both RX and TX on the same board. What was I running before going digital? Ghost receiver and tramp transmitter. LOL. Okay.
Yeah. I know a lot of the racers were going with that. I never got into Ghost.
What about all these new VTXs?
Really?
Like TCM8?
I have to say that I'm really not a big immersion RC fan.
Right.
I like the power play, and I like the immersion RC meter, but I wasn't a big fan of the what's their module, the rapid fire. I like the fusion better. But at that time I was primarily just using TBS products too with the VTXs, and I had the Tango. I still got the Tango 2. I probably got about 6 Crossfires that I'm going to be switching over to Express LRS sometime. I thought I'd already have it done, but sometime. So maybe this summer when we have one of those week-long races, we can set up some tables and bring my generator or my solar-powered battery bank and stuff, and we do a lot of building because I can bring some parts. I could tell you that.
I can't wait.
Fusion though.
So I can build fast too.
I do like the Fusion better than the rapid fire. I do. Me personally, just don't try to use the lap counter on the Fusion because it will if you're going to try to use it at like when you're racing, it's known that when you're done, you can set it to like 3 laps. When you're done, the VTX will cut off. Or not the VTX won't cut off. It'll quit displaying an image. Sometimes. So, but it's not that accurate. It's supposed to, like TBS has always had features that they never really fully flush out. I like the Fusion on, especially running in the HDzero goggles. In my opinion, it's good.
Good.
But on my analogs for indoor tiny whoops, I prefer the Foxfire. Is that what it's called? Wildfire. Yeah, I prefer it because if I'm showing and teaching somebody, or if there's somebody new to it, the menus are much easier to navigate on that.
They're very simple.
The channel for them, you just tell them hit the button and go. It'll be like A, B, C, D. Or it's like the bands, and then you can go right through it. It's the OSD is easier in my opinion.
Here you go. That's what it. Oh,
yeah.
You just hit that little button, and then it will scan through the channels on that. And oops, that screen will show the race coordinator what you're on and stuff. It makes it easier, or for your buddy or whoever is flying with you, make it easier for them to go. Oh, you're on channel such and such. Okay. They ain't gonna ask you.
Sometimes when you're, especially in tiny whoop racing, when you're trying to teach people and stuff, you can get too many features. Also, speaking of immersion RC, I watched Mads Tech's video, I guess it was about a month ago, where Tony Cake had said they were coming out with the new lap RF, the 8-way V2. Of course, I went on Orca and looked, and I don't see nobody's got it. I did use the LaForge for a while. The LaForge V4s, I think they were. That had that you put the little line across them, and had the diversity on both sides, the little receiver things on both sides. I used that for a while, and then the Trudy for a while. I went to that, and from the Trudy, I went to the Fusion. So good to know. Let's see. Good to know. Always had too many times passed close by myself in my tracks. So never tried it out. Yeah, I messed with it when it first came out because I got the Fusion right at the first release. I had to end up getting the second board thing, and kind of like the HDzero goggles. The things that I'm hearing about the newer versions, the people that are waiting and got the V2s are probably going to end up getting a better version of goggles than those of us that were one of the early adopters. So it's got an on and off button for your module, for your analog module. Mm-hmm. And so yeah, I do think for many reasons, I do think that the HDzero goggles are the best goggles on the market right now. I think they make analog look better, and that's something the next time you come up, I can let you look at, Casey. We could put up a screen of the same, the same quad. We could, you could be looking in it, and I'd let you switch back and forth. You can really see the difference.
Yes.
On analog, it's very well, in my opinion, it's very clear. The de-interlacing. If you're flying outside and you've got your shingles, it's a good thing if you got shingles on a roof, lines on a garage door, or if you got vinyl siding, something that's got straight lines, you can really see the difference in the lines, because the de-interlacing lines will be more staggered on bad analog, and it's just clearer.
And you only get like little speckles here and there instead of all that.
Well, you don't get the black bars.
You're right.
You don't get the rolling black bar.
Those are horrible. I'd rather just see a blurry,
I've,
fuzzy image.
I've not had a rolling analog image yet on my HDzero goggles.
I've had one small one with my analog, but that's it. But HDzero, no, not yet. Of course, I've not flown enough of it. I've only flown like a couple of packs of HDzero.
I agree. Watch the Staceman, and he's all in on HDzero. Yeah. He does his videos straight from it. Wow. Now I watched Giant. Is it Giant Ant Cowboy? Was that his name? He just had a video out. Try to look that up, Casey, on YouTube. Giant Ant Cowboy. He's comparing the 720p 60 HDzero to the new 1080 30. And he that's an interesting video. It's something to look at there, because I just watched it last night. I think it was night before last.
He's comparing the HD 1080 30p mode, FPV beta testing.
Yeah,
or
it's where the thumbnail's got like two pictures on it. Share your screen.
I'm going
and I can see it, because I want you to show just a little bit of it in the center. We don't want to play too much. Go ahead, and while you're getting it, grab a link to that video so that we can post it and tell people to run over there and watch it. It's a good review. The thing that stands out with it to me is he's saying if you are a racer, or if you're flying tiny whoops or something indoors, the 1080-30, you probably won't like it, because it will seem, notchy. And he shows an instance of it, but in the middle of it, you can see like where it's a double image side by side where he's flying in the snow. And
guys, welcome back. And today's
kind of
HDzero's new
jump to the
30 mode
to the center, to the middle a little bit more.
All right. And in the chat, you can check out his.
Yeah,
there's a link.
Just don't keep it playing, because he could strike us there. Yeah, this.
Basically,
yes. Start showing right there.
See, look at that.
Yeah, just let it play. Let it play here.
Everything we just said about the still images holds.
Now, of course, YouTube's going to mess it up.
The lights and the shadows are looking much improved, and you're getting a lot more detail, especially if you look at the snow and the branches and everything as you're flying. You're really going to see some nice detail. But I'm not going to say a whole lot. You guys can just watch this part of the video and make your own conclusions.
No, he wants us to watch this. This is awesome.
Well, we're not going to show the whole thing. We'll show enough to pique your interest in it.
Yes.
Now pause it and skip to where he's showing some tiny whoop footage.
Let's see.
Go on through. Right there.
Oh.
Yeah, but it's pretty unflyable.
Actually,
end up getting
see how it's choppy?
Indoors, you would probably end up getting kind of nauseous or sick.
And it is choppy when he's flying it.
Yeah,
he's saying it
are
is.
working on a solution.
All right, so that's
goggles, and hopefully they'll be able to fix that. But the other issue I've noticed is that
all right. That's good. Let's pause it there. Wait, go watch that video. That's enough of showing his video. It's a good it's a good review in my opinion. Of course, all this is in beta. It's not. I think it's going to be released. I think this firmware is on the goggles that they are shipping out now. So
it better be.
So there again, I'm like, well, wait, because I'm like, that whole dongle thing is like, what was going on? But wait, they're fixing to come out with another one. I want to get one that's good and stable, and then just go with it.
Yes.
So, but again,
awesome.
It's like Express LRS. I'm sure HDzero is going to be always changing and always innovating, which is good.
Yes.
It is good for the community and everything. It's just like, I'm one of those kind of people. I'm not going to upgrade all 11 of my quad yet, because if it's come out with another one.
But wait until the upgrade comes out.
But is that one going to be buggy? Because the last one I did, we
tested.
Bill and I at the race, we lost the ability to record, if you remember.
Uh-huh.
Didn't record anything in the DVR. So, but it was the newest one, but it was a bug. So,
That's what I'm saying. You should let it come out, wait a month or two, see what everybody's saying, let the bugs get worked out, and then get it. That's the idea.
That's what I thought I was doing with Betaflight 4.4.
Well, hey, that ain't no, that isn't a Betaflight 4.4. I think if we had even used look, we installed that ZEG to your USB and it changed your USB driver on your computer. I know how to fix it back to make it work to where actually you could probably flash that thing tonight on your laptop and it would work just fine.
Not tonight.
But not tonight, no.
Not the one that wouldn't to be prudent.
I got to get up at 9 in the morning, so no, not tonight.
Yeah, not gonna die.
I'll still be up for a while though.
Isn't that Dana Carvey? Not gonna die.
Not gonna die.
1,000 points a lot when he was making fun of old Daddy Bush. 1,000 points a lot. That's back when Saturday Night Live was funny.
Yes.
Instead of just straight political.
It's just, I don't know what it is.
Chris Farley and all of that. That was great.
That's great. Yes.
Yes.
Couldn't get no better than that.
Speaking of Will Ferrell, no, I won't.
Do it. Do it.
I was going to hit Would You Eat the Moon if you was made out of ribs, but I won't.
You should do it.
What you talking about, Willis?
Okay. How about this one?
He who keep running thy lippeth will get their lippeth splitted with one of these.
One of these.
That is great.
I love Fred Sanford. Shows like that would not be allowed on TV today.
You think?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. It's too politically incorrect. No way. But it was good TV.
It is.
I'm glad I was.
No, it comes on. You just gotta watch the older. There's stations that play all the older stuff.
Yeah.
But you don't just get it on live stream now, like live stream TV.
No. There's still a few places you can find Blazing Saddles, but that that right there is pretty rough.
Yeah, that's about to say.
Rough.
Oh wow, you said it. You said it, not me.
Don't ever admit to watching that show if you ever want to run for office. I don't care. I don't. Politics. Polly is many, and ticks is blood-sucking leeches.
That's right. That's right. Where did the word even come from? I mean, what? Yeah, like think about it. Where did it even come from? Well, there you go. There you go.
The Will Ferrell skit with the baby landlord is my favorite. Dirty and wrong, but it's funny. It's so much. I remember when Bill Clinton was in office and Will Ferrell was playing Janet Reno.
Oh God!
I don't know if y'all remember that. Attorney General Janet Reno, and he was always like, like he was in love with Bill Clinton. I forget who was playing Bill Clinton in it. I don't remember who it was. It might have been Norm Macdonald. I don't remember who it was. It was somebody. And there was one particular clip. I don't know if you remember Goat Boy. He had Goat Boy that was on there around that time. And it was just one of the younger guys. Like, nah, he's like a goat. Part boy. It was just stupid. They had one clip. And they were doing something. And they kind of pan in the Oval Office, and they're all like smoking pot in front of them, laying in an air mattress or on the floor under a blanket. You can tell that they just got through doing the deed. And Bill Clinton and like Monica Lewinsky, and it's kind of panning down and they're smoking pot like, oh yeah. Then it pans down and Janet Reno's on the other side of Bill Clinton, because it's like Monica Lewinsky, Bill Clinton, and then Janet Reno. And it's Will Ferrell playing Janet Reno, and he's like, and you're thinking, oh, okay, it's Janet Reno's finally got with Bill Clinton, and then it pans down and Goat Boy's like biting on her shirt. Will Ferrell says, "Goat boy, pretty radical in the sack." It's
No
wrong.
way.
It's
That
wrong,
is.
but it's hey, it's funny. It's funny. But
Yes. Yes.
back
Will
when you could
Ferrell.
laugh at stuff because it was funny and didn't care, you know. Like Dave Chappelle of today, he's still that way. So
Yes, it's awesome.
yeah,
It's the way to be.
that's I think our country, I think our world needs more humor.
Yes. Yes, either
It
that or a
needs more
reset.
humor. I mean, if they would just take like, you know, Eddie Murphy and Will Ferrell, and let's get an old one, Richard Pryor,
Gene,
Red
Those are real.
Skelton, or
Yes.
and just send all of them over there and make China and Russia and Ukraine, all of them sit down and let them people put on a concert. They'd probably be all like going out for drinks together after it was over. Everybody's got to be, got to be offended, and you know, all that.
I know they gotta act like that, and then they want to turn around and be mean, act like
That's it.
buttholes.
Right.
I don't
Hey.
understand that. Like somebody could be raising heck in their car and all that, and every day bumping music, and you're trying to sleep at night, and they're bumping. So you go out and fly your quad, and they want to say something about it because of the little bitty zippy zoo sound. I don't think so.
It's because you're spying on them.
Right. You're spying on them.
You creep.
It's crazy. It's like, look, do you notice when I fly my quad, I have to see what it sees. I can't fly my quad like this and watch you while I'm flying. I have to watch what's in front of me. I'm not worried about you.
I still think the best comeback if somebody's like, "Yeah, you're like spying on my old lady," just say, "Who would spy on your old lady?"
Yeah, not me.
Like, I'll be blacking out my camera, dude. Of course, that'll get you shot in some neighborhoods, I guess. But
I'm trying to get some good content, bro. Not break my camera. And that's that would be great.
I fly over at your mom's quite a bit.
Yeah, fly at your mom's. With my bigger quad too.
She got that new pool put in. No, I'm joking. I remember back in the early days of I was flying, and somebody that lived around me was like, "What all can you see? What all could you hear that conversation?" It's like
everything.
No, and it's like there's no audio on it. I can't hear anything.
Even with audio.
And then one of my neighbors, there was some teenagers out there, and I'm sitting on my porch, my front porch flying. Of course, I'm flying around. I guess they didn't know I was sitting on my front porch. They're about 20 foot away from me, and I'm flying around. And of course, I could hear everything they were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Not because I heard it through the quad, but because, hey, dummy, I'm sitting about 25 feet away from you. And I can hear what you're saying.
I was watching a guy's video the other day, and he was like, "Yeah, they're behind me saying they're gonna let their dog get my quad. I'd like to see them try."
He said, "Why would anybody want to waste a battery on that?" Just start going, spying on your on your on your wall,
on your It's like, bleh. I threw up my battery. Thanks, man.
All right. Well, we are 2 hours and 45 minutes. We've gone along tonight. We're going to kind of wrap it all up.
Surprised.
Thank you guys for showing up tonight. I know it's been a bit chaotical and all a bit lately. And for those of you that are faithful, keep coming. Thank you for showing up. And for all of you that watch later and comment and all of that, I appreciate you too. I know there's quite a few people that cannot watch live and watch it later. We appreciate you. And 51's Drones just released a video of him inside his house with the DJI hovering right in front of it, and you can't see anything. Yep.
Right.
I with HDzero, I recorded. I mean, I did it with analog too. As y'all probably know, I have a handicapped daughter, and there's 2 windows in her room, and in the summertime we usually like leaving them open because she likes to look out in the front yard and all of that. And during the day, I can get right up. I mean, I've even taken whoops. Well, I can show you this one. This was one that I did because it's got the lights on it from Fly High. This is the LED, rope, but this is HDzero, and I can take it, put that right up against the glass, and during the day I can't see in. Now at night or about dusk, if the lights are on in the house and it's getting darker outside, you can see in if the shades are up and the curtains are open. But I mean, it's pretty much just, but you can't see clear. So
can't see clear. Yeah, no, you can't. People are like, well, they say that it's got microphones on them too. Yes, to hear the motors. You can't hear. You can talk to your quad and you can't hear it hardly, especially if you got heat shrink on it.
You put a GoPro on it, and you can.
Yes,
you could hear somebody, but not with them. I mean, to get close enough for the GoPro to pick them up, you're going to tell that there's a drone flying in your face, dummy. Right. Especially one big enough to haul a GoPro.
And if I want to spy on them, I just take all the electronics in their house, and yeah, why do it in a way that they can see us?
Yep. But they give their kids cell phones and iPads and stuff with a camera right there on it.
Yeah, 2 or 3 or 4. Most phones have 3 on the back, 1 on the front.
It's just our world, man. It's screwed up. Needs more humor.
It does. We need more positivity, more happiness, less politic crap, government crap.
Politics.
Politique.
Mini blood-sucking leeches. But I'm going to wrap it up. We're going to wrap it up on less politics, more fun.
Wrap it up.
I may even put on the channel here a poll of racing or something like that. I don't know. Definitely going to be something on the Soki Facebook page. Keep up with that. Thank you guys for watching, and we still are planning on doing some more content on HDzero. Maybe Saturday night we may do a Velocidrone stream and see how that goes. So everybody have a good weekend. Off grid, it will probably be your birthday before we see you again. So happy birthday, man. And I hope you get your motors. Hope everything works out. Corey, man, I hope everything goes good with your blue pill build. And I wish that we could get everybody down for a race sometime during the summer, but if not, it's good to have you guys here on the stream.
It is.
So thank you all for coming out. Casey, thank you for showing up and co-hosting tonight.
Thank you for allowing me to.
All right. So what we're going to do?
Night.
We're gonna log out of here, and everybody give Off Grid a big happy birthday and wish him a good one. And
happy birthday to you.
Yeah, not singing. We don't. You don't want to. You probably do, but you don't want to.
Sing a song, Heinz. I mean, the sound of skirching.
The sound of skirching. Yeah.
Yes, it is an original.
And we lost 4 subscribers. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. Casey, thank you for coming out, buddy.
Thank you.
All right, man.
Y'all
Take care.
have a good evening. See you next
Go
week.
by. If you haven't subbed to him, sub to him. Go watch his videos, everything. He's faithful to the show.
I also have an HDzero rebuild where I had to completely unsolder the little tiny the Super B F4 light with the LRS. I had to resolder. I had to swap out the flight controllers. I've got that whole video coming. I've just
Can
gotta
you
get
believe that
edited.
he crashed that thing in the toilet and they still replaced that flight controller for him? You shouldn't believe it because I'm just joking. That's not what happened. All right. Take care, Casey. Take care, buddy.
Thank y'all. Y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming.
All right, guys. Thank y'all for coming out. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, remember to keep flying and rise up and meet me in the air.